Nikola Tesla was a Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, and futurist best known for his contributions to the design of the modern alternating current, or the AC electrical dominated grid. Tesla was born on July 9, 1855, during a lightning storm in the village of Smijan, within the military frontier in the Austrian Empire, present-day Croatia. His father, Milutin Tesla, was an Orthodox priest, and his mother, Duka Mandic, was unschooled but highly intelligent. As he matured, he displayed remarkable imagination and creativity as well as his poetic touch. Training for an engineering career, he attended the Technical University at Graz, Austria, and the University of Prague. At Graz, he first saw the Gram dynamo, which operated as a generator and when reversed became an electric motor, and he conceived a way to use alternating current to an advantage. Later at Budapest, he visualized the principle of the rotating magnetic field and developed plans for an induction motor that would become his first step towards the successful utilization of alternating current. In 1882, Tesla went to work in Paris for the Continental Edison Company, and while on assignment to Strasbourg in 1883, he constructed, after work hours, his first induction motor. Tesla sailed for America in 1884, arriving in New York with 4 cents in his pocket, a few of his own poems, and calculations for a flying machine. He first found employment with Thomas Edison, but the two inventors were far apart in backgrounds and methods, and their separation was inevitable. In May of 1888, George Westinghouse, head of the Westinghouse Electric Company in Pittsburgh, bought the patent rights to Tesla's polyphase system of alternating current dynamos, transformers, and motors. The transaction precipitated a titanic power struggle between Edison's direct current systems and the Tesla-Westinghouse alternating current approach, which eventually won out. Tesla soon established his laboratory where his inventive mind could be given free rein. Tesla's countless experiments included work on a carbon button lamp, on the power of electrical resonance, and on various types of lighting. In order to allay fears of alternating current, Tesla gave exhibitions in his laboratory in which he lit lamps by allowing electricity to flow through his body. He was often invited to lecture at home and abroad. The Tesla coil, which was invented in 1891, is widely used today in radio and television sets and other electronic equipment. That year also marked the date of Tesla's U.S. citizenship. In 1893, at St. Louis, Missouri, the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the National Electric Light Association, Tesla served as a vice president of the American Institute of Electrical Engineers from 1892 to 1894, the forerunner of the modern-day IEEE, a Westinghouse display of the Tesla polyphase system at Chicago's 1893 Columbian Exposition. By the beginning of 1893, Westinghouse engineer Charles F. Scott and then Benjamin G. Lamb had made progress on an efficient version of Tesla's induction motor. Westinghouse Electric asked Tesla to participate in the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where the company had a large space in the Electricity Building devoted to electrical exhibits. During his presentation at the International Electrical Congress in the Columbian Exposition Agriculture Hall, Tesla introduced his steam-powered reciprocating electricity generator that he patented that year. In 1893, Edward Dean Adams, who headed up the Niagara Falls Cataract Construction Company, sought Tesla's opinion on what systems would be best to transmit power generated at the falls. In 1895, Edward Dean Adams, impressed with what he saw when he toured Tesla's lab, agreed to help found the Nikola Tesla Company, set up to fund, develop, and market a variety of previous Tesla patents and inventions as well as new ones. Alfred Brown signed on, bringing along patents developed under Peck and Brown. In the early morning hours of 13th of March, 1895, the South Fifth Avenue building that housed Tesla's lab caught fire. The fire not only set back Tesla's ongoing projects, but it also destroyed a collection of early notes and research materials, models, and demonstration pieces, including many that had been exhibited at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition. Starting in 1894, Tesla began investigating what he referred to as radiant energy of invisible kinds after he noticed damaged films in his laboratory in previous experiments. On 18th of July 1934, the New York Herald Tribune published an article on Tesla. In 1898, Tesla demonstrated a boat that used a coherer-based radio control. Tesla took the opportunity to further demonstrate tele-automatics in an address to a meeting of the Commercial Club in Chicago while he was traveling to Colorado Springs on 13th of May, 1899. Tesla, sitting in front of a spiral coil used in his wireless power experiments at his East Houston State Laboratory, from the 1890s to 1906, Tesla spent a great deal of his time and fortune on a series of projects trying to develop the transmission of electrical powers without wires. To further study the conductive nature of low-pressure air, Tesla set up an experimental station at high altitude in Colorado Springs, during which Tesla observed unusual signals from his receiver, which he speculated to be communications from another planet. In 1901, Tesla received financial backing from J. Pierpont Morgan to build his Wardenclyffe laboratory in Shoreham, Long Island. The facility included the Tesla Tower, a 185-foot tall structure with a 65-foot copper dome transmitter at the top. His long-abandoned Long Island laboratory will soon become a museum. In February 1908, Tesla signed a contract with American and British Manufacturing Company and began experiments with a new principle of power transmission from fluids to fluids. From 1908 to 1910, Tesla experimented with pumps, compressors, blowers, steam, and gas turbines. In 1913, Tesla granted 2 new patents for a turbine and a pump constructed on a new 1914 to 1918. Following the same principle, Tesla constructs his speed indicators, gets patents for them, sells them to Waltham Watch Company, and achieves commercial success with them. Dismantling of the tower on Long Island began in 1917. From 1918 to 1920, he works with Alice Chandler's company, a famous manufacturer of steam turbines, with the aim of making a commercial success of his own steam turbine. From 1921 to 1925, Tesla worked with the Budd Company and develops new type of automobile engines for them. From 1928 to 1932, Tesla worked on material processing technology. From 1932 to 1937, Tesla worked on the projects of telegeodynamics and death rays. In 1937, Tesla was hit and injured by a car during one of his regular walks along the street of New York. Soon after that, he is down with pneumonia, of which he never completely recovers. Tesla lived his last decades in a New York hotel, working on new inventions even as his energy and mental health faded. His obsession with the number 3 and fastidious washing were dismissed as the eccentricities of a genius. Tesla died in his room on January 7, 1943. Later that year, the U.S. Supreme Court voided 4 of Marconi's key patents, blatantly acknowledging Tesla's invention in radio. The AC systems he championed and improved remains the global standard for power transmission.